Welcome to Look Around the Confederation. I'm your host of the evening, Moose, and before we get started, please remember, the views and opinions expressed in this broadcast are not necessarily the views and opinions of the SCV, HGC, nor Divisions, Brigade, Camp subsidiaries. How is everybody doing in Dixieland tonight? We got a great show for you planned, I do say. It is slam-packed with news. We actually, it's very rare that we actually have to save some news for later. And we had to do that tonight. So we have a good bit of news to get through tonight. So that's always a good thing. I see Army of Tennessee Councilman Roy Hudson in the chat. Good to see you. I see the Lone Ranger, Chuck McMichael, past Commander-in-Chief of the SCV. I see Camp 1671. Good to see you from Georgia. And, of course, I see the legend, the most sharp-dressed man in the SCV, past Commander-in-Chief, Paul Gremlin Jr., sir. And I would like to ask everybody, for those who don't know, we are a brotherhood in the SCV, and we are also a sisterhood with our UDC and OCR members. And Commander Gremlin has suffered a family tragedy. I won't go into it more on a live show, but I ask everybody, please pray for Commander Gremlin and his family during this time, and please show support to them. We are a family, the family of the Southland, connected together through our own tragedy with the war and all the death that caused, but also the rich heritage, examples, and history that it gave us has bonded us together from now until the good Lord calls us all home and wipes this place away. And so the SCV, the UDC, the OCR are my family. And Commander Gremlin has been a great family member. And so I ask that you please pray for him. And you have my family's prayers, Commander, and you let us know if you need anything, and we will do it in a heartbeat. And I see Miss Linda Gremlin, GG, Granny Gremlin. Good to see my my other mom in the chat tonight. Always good to see her. And David Pope from Camp 87, good to see you as well. And tonight we are going to take you down some news and some fun times, and something I've always prided myself on is this is an online TV show. People have been wanting to figure out what chat is for a while. That's what we are. We have a podcast, but this ain't it. And so I invite everybody for an hour of your time tonight to get lost in television with me. I always have found it as a great comfort during trying times to sit back and watch a good television show. So I ask that you join me tonight. Have fun in the chat. Joke around. Be proud of your heritage. And let's do it together. All right. And I see Al from Camp 155, Tennessee. Good to see you. Let's see here. Did I miss anybody yet? Oh, if you could please share this out. I got wrapped up in some work, and you will actually be able to talk about it on tonight, because people have sent in news about me this week, so I have to read news about me. But I got kind of fired up with the news that we'll be getting into shortly, and have been doing stuff for my new positions, and I kind of lost track of time. So if you could please share this episode out. Where did I get this? Oh, Andrew, if you didn't ask, I got this during the flag fight in 2020. And I actually am planning on ordering a couple more. The website still has a lot of these in store, and I love the hat design. This is probably one of my favorite hats outside my work hats, which have my family farms brand on it, my company's hat, and a couple other hats. Um, but Andrew, you're a Patreon member. If you could message me on Patreon or the show or my personal SCV page, and remind me to look it up because I honestly cannot remember right now live on air. I have it somewhere in this office of mine. I keep everything. Also, how do y'all like the new office? I have been sitting in a bedroom for about a year and a half now, and I finally decided to claim part of that bedroom as my SCV office and chat office. And it is surrounded by paperwork. There's so much paperwork, and I'm looking at rosters, getting ready for dues and addresses, making sure I have everybody up to date, emails, all that stuff, and sending out officer forms and so much. So I wish I could pan up and you could see the amount of paper on this desk. And a random baseball. My grandfather collects baseballs, and so there is this large quantity of them also on my desk. Um, yeah, no, I'm very happy. I even have an office plant. I mean, look at that. It's fake as all get out, but I mean, I'm a farmer. I don't think I'm very good at keeping plant life together, ironically, considering that I spend an uncomfortable amount of time working on the SCV and chat. I was like, I really should stop putting off making me a little makeshift office. And so I've just like grabbed stuff from around my house and just made this little office. I used to have decorations when I was living in Oxford. I made my own SCV office up there. My gift I got, it was a cannon, a little miniature cannon that I got when I was first elected camp adjutant in 2019. And that was my first ever position in the SCV. And so I got this little miniature cannon. I used to have a flag that my grandmother actually gave me when we started SCV chat. And of course, there's a mirror. I had to take that down, obviously. I have a lovely lamp that I never use, and a bunch of other stuff that I don't even know what I'm going to do with yet. And I have like a little armrest. If I'm like getting into work, I can put my arm right here. And thank you, Commander. This space is me. I have rednecked it up, if you will. And I have this wonderful, little office. I have me a little fake plant now. Sadly, there probably won't be any Santas when we start getting to the Christmas episodes, but I'll figure something out. But yeah, no, I have a little office. Y'all are more than welcome to comment on it. I still need to get some of my SCV decorations out of storage. Let's see here. Yeah, Beauregard's Taylor actually gave me a sticker for one of my briefcases that I use for Beauvoir work. So I'm trying to separate more and more of my offices. Like right here, as you can see, I have my adjutant binder for my camp. And so I'm starting to separate everything and organize it. I need a filing cabinet, and I have room for it over there. But I use Beauregard's Taylor to put pictures on stuff to better to better organize, so I can just look at the briefcase without having to dig into it and waste a couple minutes of time because I'm easily distracted. I'm not ashamed to say it. I get so involved in work, I forget other work. I still need to go. I've been filling out membership applications, and I feel so bad for this member. I called him today and was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I have your stuff filled out and I forgot to come by and get your check. And then I have actual work for my job over in the corner of this table, which actually is taking up a small amount. I'm getting, as I said, dues stuff out to checking camp finances, and have been doing stuff on the computer all day for chat and for my brigade and my camp. But yeah, no, I'm very happy. I have been missing an office ever since I moved back home to my farm. I have not had an office, and I'm pretty pumped up about it. As I said, I might put like the flag over here behind. We need to name the plant. We have to name the plant. That has to happen. Check check for a mic in that plant. If this plant has a mic, they have already heard way too much. I don't see one. That doesn't mean it's not there, but I don't see one. Oh, Andrew, I have a Confederate shop above mine, a massive painting of one in my living room, and a massive. Oh, wow. Need a moose cheetah. You know what? Because reunion season is coming upon us, and that's I'd never realized how expensive all that was. You send me a moose cheetah plant, and I will put it next to this right here, and we'll have two plants in my office. I will have a moose cheetah plant, and this just if you can find it, I'll see if I can buy it. That's the goal. Let's see here. I have extra if you want it. An extra what, Andrew? I'm sorry if I'm completely lost. That happens to me way too often. I love adding stuff to my office. I actually Commander Gremlin gave me a lot of boxes, moose boxes, cigars, and I've been using them to keep challenge coins and stuff. So I've been thinking of moving them out of my house into the office and putting them on the desk. I don't have a huge desk. This is a very cramped office. I'll tell you a story about that in a second. I don't have a lot of room like I normally used to in my other office. I had a big space in Oxford for my office. I basically took up the whole upstairs as my SCV office. But yeah, no, 100%. I would. Every time someone does give me a gift, I used to put it in my SCV office. I have pictures and all types of stuff. Actually, I got a picture from Commander Gremlin. It's the SCV chat flag. For those who don't know, we have had two SCV chat logos, and we also have an SCV chat flag. It's a battle flag that's got the stars and the microphone in it, kind of our overall logo, and it says SCV chat on the side. And actually, Commander Gremlin gave that to me and Connor, and I have that. I used to have that hanging up in my office, but now I guess I need get it out of storage and bring it in here. I also have Take but I just saw Jason's comment. Multiple like decorations I've put around in my old office. But yeah, no, I love decorating my office, weirdly enough. Maybe a small Santa for all time's sake. Yeah, no, I could. I mean, we could like move Audrey Jr. And move her over there, and we can put a little Santa behind me, and he can watch y'all. He's making sure y'all are being good Southerners during the show. I feel so bad for first-time viewers right now. They are completely lost. Mark, good to see you from Camp 715. Hey, Army of Tennessee Commander Carl Jones, Faversham. So I am going to name the plant Audrey 2 now. Simply because that is the name of one of my exes, and I know she still watches the show. So I just think it'll be funny. And I just have a weird sense of humor. So yeah, Audrey 2 is the name of the plant. We now have named the office plant. I can take the extra to the museum if you want it. It's a huge painting of a Confederate. Oh gosh. I'll take any gift. I love getting Confederate stuff. I just don't know where I'm going to put it. Because I only have, like, you can't see it. This is a very small office I've made myself, so I don't know if if where I would put it. Jason says, "No, Moose, you need to have a Bob Ross cheetah pet," and he's just like right here the whole show. Happy little trees, happy thoughts. I haven't watched Bob Ross in forever. Hey Connor, hey Conroe. So yeah, I'm introducing everybody to the new office. Yeah, no, it's an office. I mean, not all of us get to use the office that you get to use, and so I have made an office. It is mine, and I used to have another one, but I'm very happy. Yeah, Carl is was late tonight too. Let's see here. Yeah, have the Santa tending. Yeah, like find a see if I can find a Santa that has like a little like water spigot, and he could be like watering Audrey the whole episodes. I just tuned in to see this ran out a Santa and a new plant from Living Shop of Horrors. So I was just like, we were talking about my new office and stuff like that. It just kind of got out of hand, but we did name the plant, and it is up to y'all to remember. The name of the plant is Audrey. Audrey 2. Um. Oh wow, that's a great donation, Andrew. I need a Jason. You're killing me here. Um. Yes, I do. Um. If I ever get an actual SCV chat office, which is the goal, um, I would have it just slam packed of all my Confederate stuff, just slam packed. And I would have just random stuff for the show, like Audrey, and whatever this is. I stole that. I don't even know what that is. That is something from my poor grandparents' room, and they were just like, "Have it," and I was like, "But I don't know what it is." It does collect dust. My whole hand is covered. Um, that is, wow, that's unfortunate. Save us? No, no. Uh, you guys have Connor on Monday. Y'all get to deal with him on Monday. This is fun, relaxed time. We're talking about The Office. Christmas lights for Audrey. Yes, Commander, brilliant. So yeah, I have small Christmas lights. So I'll just get like some small Christmas lights, and I actually have my plug-in situated right over here. We just have to hope that nothing dies during a broadcast, but it'd be worth it. Thank you, Connor. The musical sounds of Conroe. All right. I think we have goofed around significantly. So does everybody ready to get into the news? Unless we have more questions about my office. But yeah, no, I'm hoping I gotta find it. But yeah, I have that old Mississippi flag that I was given a gift to when we first started the show, all the way back in 2020. But the first bit of news, we're going to be going to the great state of Mississippi as we invite everybody to join us for Jefferson Davis' 217th birthday celebration at the Jefferson Davis home, Beauvoir. We will start off with a Southern classic family movie at 12:30. Tickets are $2 with admission. It is Shirley Temple, The Littlest Rebel. Dessert treats will be available, as well as popcorn and candy in the gift shop. A Living History Volley at 2 p.m., where the Mississippi Rifles come to life to honor Jefferson Davis. And so much more at Beauvoir. We'll talk about those after we get through a couple more events. So the Sons of Confederate Veterans Camp 1460 presents the 28th annual Barton Vincent Lecture featuring guest speaker, historian author Derek Lindow. It will be July 26th at Graves County Public Library. Community room program begins at 6. Admission is free and all are welcomed. Fun times with Cousin Moose. It is always a fun time when I can get my Southern family together. Correct, Wilford. Jason says, yes. Actually, yes. I can get like a little Monopoly Man eyeglass and like stick it in there. And that way it's a distinguished Audrey plant. I think that would be fantastic. Connor and I are in charge of this event, and he wanted to let everybody know we will not have boiled cow tongue with spices, then sliced thin at Beauvoir. Not going to happen. I'm in agreement. Next bit of news comes to the Kentucky Division Reunion, which will be May 17th, hosted by Camp 1703. Registration is $40. This includes a medal, ribbon, and a meal. Registration must be postmarked by May 6th, so it's already passed, to guarantee a medal, ribbon, and meal. On-strike registration is available for those that haven't registered yet, but does not guarantee a medal, ribbon, or meal. Doors open at 9 a.m. with business session starting at 10 a.m. Division dress code is in effect. No t-shirts, shorts, or sandals. Coat and tie are recommended, but not mandatory. Mechanized cavalry vests are permitted with button-down undershirts. Polo/dress shirts with slacks or jeans are standard. Good condition, war between the states period Confederate uniforms or civilian dress attire is also appropriate. I'm also scared what y'all are talking about in the chat. All right, our next bit of news takes us to Kentucky, where members of the Western Brigade Kentucky Division spent the weekend at the hitching post in for a annual living history event. Despite the rain, a good crowd and time was had. As you can see, some pictures from the event, as well as the Kentucky Division educating the youth. And that is a great sight right there. Kyle, you sent so much news that we've actually had to put like some of it in next week. That's how much you sent, which is great, by the way. Keep that up. Kentucky Division flooded me today, or not today, but earlier this week. This next bit of news comes from Mississippi and has been sent in. This is the only picture. We don't have the picture from the group yet. So let's see. Here it is. The Samuel H. Poe Camp number 255 elected its officers this Tuesday. The new officers of the camp are as followed. Some are reelected, but there is a new commander and adjutant. The new camp commander is me, Moose Harrison, followed by our new adjutant, Larry Dale Tyner. First Lieutenant Commander Mike Bowles was reelected, and Second Lieutenant Commander Greg Johnson was also reelected. We also elected a new Sergeant at Arms, Mr. Chris, a new historian, Billy Stevens, and a new reelected a chaplain, Mr. Tracy. So the Samuel H. Poe Camp had elections. Well, 1 second. We're having a mishap behind the scenes. One second. I got out my notes for this, considering it's my camp, and I took notes for the event, so I was just making sure I got every officer named. What town was that in? You can rewind it. You can rewind it and find out, Connor. Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah, well, I try not to butcher anything, Kyle. Yeah, let's all say a moment of silence for the Samuel H. Poe Camp number 255 on their poor taste in camp commanders. Um, Gotta feel bad for them. But yes, I am camp commander, and my family, Larry Dale Tyner, was the person to replace me as adjutant. And I look forward to working with you, Mr. Laredale. Next bit of news. Let's see here. We are going to go to the great state of Louisiana as members of the Lieutenant General Richard Taylor Camp 1308 of Shreveport, Louisiana, was taking part in the annual battle for Jefferson in Jefferson, Texas. Good work, men. I can see a couple of legends in that picture. Yeah, but it's on the screen. Our members are highly intelligent, and I'm sure can read. I don't do this during the Monday show. Connor's getting me back for something I did like 3 years ago because he has a memory like a dead gum elephant. He never forgets anything. All right, and now we go to Texas, where we are going to talk about W.W. Hartsteel Camp 314 that marched in the 78th annual pilgrimage parade held in Jefferson, Texas on Saturday, May 3rd, and then carried the colors again in a reenactment of the procession, wrong button, of colors to the first company of 56 men who left Jefferson to fight in the war between the states. Always an honor to carry these flags for our ancestors fought under and for them. Also slipped in a picture of past Commander-in-Chief Chuck McMichael doing his part during the ceremony. And we will go through a couple of these pictures now, see if I can get, there. And if you look closely, I can spot a Lone Ranger. There he is, the past Commander-in-Chief. Let's see here. Just Carl's comment. It needs to be shared with the world. Conroe carries a magnetic wallet and an umbrella. Connor, my phone is all the way on the opposite side of the table, man. Presentation. Thank you for that, Connor. I cannot thank you enough for the motivations you send me during the show. Next up. Oh, we already covered this. They sent in another flyer. We will continue to use that first one. Is the umbrella as magnetic as well? And so now we go back to the Lieutenant General Richard Taylor Camp that took part in the annual Poke Salad Festival parade in Louisiana. At the same time, other members were manning a recruitment booth at the festival grounds. Also taking part were members of the Sabin Rifles Camp and the Shreveport chapter UDC 23-7. Next up, we have Tennessee Division in the news. The Tennessee Division Tennessee Division Commander Jimmy Vincent on the front page of Ventress Times. Wow. Isn't that a massive win? Congratulations, Commander. Thank you for getting this out there. And thank you, sir, for sending this in so we could share it with everybody. It's always a big deal when we get recognized in any media. I mean, let's be honest, we haven't been getting the best coverage. So to get good coverage is also just one of those moments where it brings a massive smile to my face. So congratulations to the Tennessee Division. And also, we're going to, looks like, head back to Mississippi for the 5th Brigade elections. So the 5th Brigade had its elections on May 2nd. Congratulations to Keith Newsom for winning 5th Brigade councilman. And some jerk that looks like a moose won 5th Brigade commander. They asked that everybody attend their September meeting to discuss new things. So congratulations to the 5th Brigade councilman-elect, Mr. Newsom. And I shall hope the best for the 5th Brigade people as well, as they seem to have fallen into the same disarray as the people from the Samuel H. Poe camp. May the good Lord bless them. Jumping next into the news, we have, let's see here, the Major Thompson R. Livingston Camp 2327 in Carthage, Missouri. They installed and dedicated 3 Southern Crosses of Honor at Paradise Cemetery in Jasper, Missouri. For Private Marshal Marion Burkett, Company C, 5th Virginia Infantry, Sergeant John of Company E, 9th Tennessee Infantry, and Private James Carson Roberts, Company H of the 5th Missouri, or 15th Missouri Cavalry. The cemetery was held on the ceremony was held on the anniversary of the death of General Stonewall Jackson, who was mortally wounded at the Battle of Chancellorsville. One of these men who received a Cross of Honor, let's see here, Private Bucket, was shot in the jaw at Chancellorsville. And we want to thank you very much for honoring these men. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
There is a place nestled in the rolling farmland of southern Middle Tennessee. A home constructed in 1837, nearly lost to the ravages of war. Saved by a servant and a Confederate general. A place where families loved and lost. If walls could talk, what stories could be told? If a place, a home, can feel love, loss, pain, surely this is one of those places. Nearby is a more recent structure, and inside are the stories of heroes and heroines, stories of battles won and lost, stories of sacrifices made by the people of its native soil. A place that will tell the true and complete story of the Southland and the war fought for its freedom. From the causes that led to the conflict to the modern-day struggles to protect Southern history. Historic Elm Springs and the Confederate Museum at Elm Springs are the general headquarters for the Sons of Confederate Veterans. A place where the story of the Southland and its historic struggle is preserved and told. Come and discover your history.
We have some breaking news before we get into an unusual development. That's what I'll call him. Thomas Franklin is in Japanese prison. Why is Thomas in Japan? Why is he in prison? That is a question we all want answered. And I hope the best for him. I hope to see him soon. I don't know how Connor got to this knowledge. You're surprised. Hold on. One sec. And we I don't know what to say to that. I'm just in utter shock. Hopefully Thomas will be out in time for National Reunion. And for those on YouTube, yes, please click the thumbs up button. And we have an interesting guest tonight, one that wasn't planned. The Florida man, Sean McFall.
I just stopped by to say hi, everybody. Hope you all doing well and in good spirits.
It was just like, hey, check your phone. I was like, oh, he must need something.
Connor got it.
Sean seems to, yes, yeah. I know he's talking about Thomas, but I think Sean also got lost on his way to National Reunion and somehow ended up on Look Around.
Hey, it was a fun time getting lost going to National Reunion last year. Hell, I found like 8 of my Confederate ancestors in one cemetery.
That's the best type of lost.
Yep.
And now we have rumors on what has happened to Thomas Franklin. He tried to illegally smuggle Veneta sausages into Japan. Carl's suggestion of a Veneta sausage bar to free Thomas.
I thought he was going to smuggle in Vienna sausages into the Imperial Castle, whatever you want to call it.
My question is, if this is the true reason he's been in prison, what is Japan's grudge against the sausage?
They eat just about anything.
Yeah, I know. No, oh, wait. All right, so we do have confirmation. Connor has apparently been in contact with Thomas since this all happened. He was trying to do an interpretive dance dedicated to Chuck McMichael.
Where, in Hong Kong?
Yeah, what did he do? Flip off somebody? He just doing a little dance and he just cobbed somebody? Gives them the international love language, so to speak.
Anything's possible with Thomas Franklin.
I wouldn't be surprised if Thomas just like fell on somebody and that's what's gotten him in jail. He was doing the dance and like slipped and fell on some poor Japan officer, and now he's in jail because of it. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked.
I still like the theory of him trying to smuggle Vienna sausages into Japan.
That one, if that one would be true, that would be extremely, extremely sad. But Connor said that what he did do was a dance dedicated apparently to Chuck McMichael. I didn't know Thomas even knew Commander McMichael. He might not. Let's be honest. It's Thomas. And I could just see him like dancing. Because I mean, Thomas, I couldn't imagine Thomas falling on someone. I feel like that would take me out. And so I think he mistook the dance. Oh. They mistook his dance for a protest against fried rice. And if you really want to piss off the Japanese, you tell them you don't like fried rice.
I thought that was Chinese.
The views and opinions expressed on this broadcast are not necessarily the views and opinions of the SCV, its GEC, nor Division Brigade camps or subsidiaries, strictly the two idiots providing them. I'm not going down that one. We should mail Audrey to Thomas Wise. No! I just got Audrey. This plant is in my office. I love Thomas to death. I'll send him some sausages. I'll send him a cake with a nail file in it, but
some new overalls.
Some new overalls. He might need those. I don't know how many he packed.
Or if he packed any.
But yeah, he probably didn't. But no, Audrey. I just got Audrey, and I can't let go of her yet. Carl said, I lived in Japan for a year. Great folks who take their food seriously. All right, fair enough. I mean, Carl's the expert. He lived there for a year. I don't know any other SCV members that have lived in Japan for a year. So, I mean, Carl's the expert. Yeah, it was a protest against fried rice, and he was trying to use a bucket as a weapon and a hat.
He's on a hunger strike.
Now he's on a hunger strike. I don't know how long that's going to last. I don't see that lasting too long because I'm starving myself. And so I'm going to run home and eat.
Same here. I just walked in the door.
So, yeah, no, I bless him. I do feel for Thomas. I really do. I'm getting spams for health insurance.
You get your spam AARP card yet?
Yeah, it's a joyful part of growing up. I really don't know where to go from here. You have Thomas, who's on food strike. Oh no. How much is the bail in American?
Well, we could go by yen.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, is he asking us to Venmo it or something? Or do we actually have to send a wire transfer?
Venmo.
I mean, this is a great question.
Gas station sushi.
No. Yes.
Not a gas station sushi, man. Oof.
Yeah, well, I mean, he'll clear out the prison in an afternoon.
Yep.
I mean, we won't have to worry about him getting out. They will They will take him out and send him back to us for free. We need Thomas back. Free Thomas! Join us!
Just put that on a t-shirt.
Nope. No. Dig nabbit. Y'all are killing me. Not putting that one on the screen though. Victor, I didn't know Victor was alive. I haven't seen Victor or heard Victor in a while. How are you, Victor? What?
I've been in conversations with Victor, and he's doing much better.
Well, that's great. I'm glad. Good for you, Victor. Praise the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
He said about 84 chickens. Well, I can actually get us a deal on 84 chickens. There's a farm down the street from my farm that's selling chickens.
GCB, here's a question. Does he want live or KFC?
Yeah, that's an important question.
Or Popeyes.
Because I can get us some Popeyes chicken for decently just about $100. I would say, I guess, for 84. I can get it for 100. Now KFC, I'm unsure about. I don't eat KFC that often anymore. My local, one of my local stores sells their fried chicken much better than KFC's.
Yeah, I got a mom and pop store by me where I get my meat at, and their fried chicken is a whole lot better.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm thinking I could get it from there. Will they take that? That would also be cheaper. Coach of the Lady Lake basketball, 8 U Division champions right here. Well, congratulations, Victor. Congratulations. Okay. All right. How about Jason has a good idea. We send him 4 whole fried chicken.
I just saw it.
And Coke and white toast.
And John Belushi.
And then Chuck says, right now, the tariff is too high to get him there. Now, I see, that's why I think his bail is chickens. Japan needs chickens. And what better to get a redneck to get you chickens? It's perfect. Okay. All right. Now we have something. He wasn't specific, but it was when he was talking about the hunger strike, so it could have been his lunch order. Okay. Thomas. Connor, you need to call him back if you can to the jail. We have to know, is this a lunch order or is this bail? Because that will set the tone for what we need to do. Because if we send him 84 chickens and we spend some of our money and he just eats the chickens.
Well, don't forget about the Coke and the white toast.
Yeah, the Coke and the white Coke. The Coke and the white Coke.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he needs bail money. Well, then we're money short. Because, I mean, it's going to cost a decent amount to get it across the sea, don't you think? Or we could give it to Carl, and Carl can backpack to Japan. Bojangles chicken. Very good. Moose, do you know what a redneck calls? Bravo, Victor. Bravo. I'm not expecting those international fees. Okay, so we might get away with doing this relatively affordable, and we can save Thomas Franklin. All right. So we have that plan. We also have Jason's plan of just sending Thomas corn dogs and seeing if he can eat, like, let's say 84 corn dogs. That means he has 84 pieces of these little sticks. What do y'all think Thomas could make out of 84 pieces of the corn dog sticks? Or do you think he's just going to grab all of them, look at someone, and say, "Hold my corn dog," and throw them at him? That could also work. Oh, okay. And here's the other problem. As we understand, Thomas can't speak Japanese. So they sent an English-speaking attorney to him who found out that his English is also lacking.
So what does he do in sign language?
No, I've heard Thomas speak. I believe this. I believe if he took a class on English, I would say Thomas would probably get a C-. He's not the most beautiful speaker out there. Bless his heart. We could send him some spam. That's a good point. Chili dogs they could ship him back to us without any fees if we give him chili dogs. That's a good idea right there from Jason. Now, I don't know if we can risk Chuck's plan. Chuck's idea to save Thomas, this show's just completely went off the rails now, is no need for any of these plans, Chuck says. Leave him there, and they will grow weary of him and send him back. I just don't know if we can risk it, because Thomas, even though his English is lacking, he's a great conversationalist. I've had a great time talking to him. Now, do I understand what he's saying? No, not half the time. It's like talking to someone speaking, a different language. But good man. Good. He'll talk to you for hours. And then for a random reason, just give you some sausages. But I don't know if we can risk that. And by the way, this is the Southern Entertainment I talk about on the website when describing SCV Chat. We're Southern Entertainment. This is it. Talking live on the air about one of my close friends being arrested in Japan. And he is going to kill us whenever he watches it.
Not me. He's going to end up killing you at the moose hunt.
I'm hoping that he doesn't get out before then. Because if he gets out before then, but he might be broke, so he might not be able to go to National Reunion. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for. So I don't get in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Connor says just join the Patreon. You can go to scvchat.com, hit the support us tab. For $10 a month, you can save Thomas Franklin. And that's what we got to do, people. We got to save Thomas Franklin. He speaks like Otis. 100% Otis, I think. All right. That has been a show.
Well, I got a couple of things, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Guys, for some of you who were wondering, I know some of you joined me last night for Look Around Florida, so I definitely wanted to come on here and let you guys know. Look Around Florida is now on Wednesday night. I've had internet issues on Tuesday night, and I've been getting great feedback from not only people here, but throughout the Florida division. And the numbers have improved and shown well with switching to Wednesday nights.
Awesome. So we have a show moving to Wednesdays. So make sure everybody share this episode out first of all to make sure we can all get out this update around Look Around Florida, because it is important we support each other.
Yep.
And it is great to have a show on Wednesdays. So good luck on your new show, or not new show, but new time slot, as we say in the television industry, Mr. Sean.
Yep. It's same time, just a different day.
So the Florida Man will be coming to you live for Look Around Florida on Wednesdays from now on.
Yep.
So make sure everybody go support the Florida Man on Wednesdays. We are all in this together. And
you get weekly updates what the Florida Florida Division SCV, OCR, and UDC is up to throughout the state of Florida.
I mean, I don't think you can get any better than that. Do you have anything else you need to announce real quick, Mr. Florida Man?
Just in case you missed last night's show, if you're planning on going to the Florida Division reunion, start getting your stuff in now. There's a website up. If you need the link, DM me, or I'll post it on the SCV Chats Facebook page if you need it, so you can register. Bob Highball's camp there in Ocala is hosting it. They're doing a hell of a job putting stuff together for our reunion at the beginning of next month.
Well, let us know how that reunion goes. I hope y'all have a great time. Conroe, the musical songbird of his generation, is correct. We are looking for a new sponsor this season, so please message us to figure out how to become a sponsor.
I got one more thing, Moose.
Go ahead.
Guys, Look Around Florida this Saturday. We'll be going live at a camp charter celebration. I've been invited by the camp and the brigade commander to go live. Brand new camp.
That is a great thing for the SCV. I know while I won't be able to be there in person,
Yep,
I will be there on Look Around Florida's page. We'll share it on the chat page for easy finding on Facebook. So make sure if you can't find it again, hit our logo. A story will pop up, and you should be able to find it there. So definitely make sure to check out Look Around Florida on Wednesdays, and make sure to also check out this new camp chartering. It has been a great week for the SCV, and it's just getting better. So remember, everybody, make sure to share this episode out. And let's see here. Let me make sure I have everything. Make sure to share the episode out and tune in to SCV Chat this Monday at 7 p.m. Confederate Standard Time for your weekly episode of SCV Chat. What week is it? What, like third week or the fourth week of the month?
Third.
Okay.
And we got 2 more weeks to go.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you said that. All right. So we will be announcing what we're doing on the Monday show shortly. I thought it was Adam. So Adam is not this upcoming Monday, but the next Monday. But we will be, posting on Instagram and Facebook when I know what the episode is on. And we will make sure to send your pictures, short videos, and write-ups to scyouthoutreach@gmail.com to be featured on the upcoming episode of Look Around the Confederation. I hope that you've all had a great time going down the rabbit hole with us, because it's been one of those episodes. But it's good every now and then to get the more entertainment out of what I have deemed Southern entertainment on this show. And that's with overall the SCV Chat shows. We are Southern entertainment. We try to entertain y'all, teach some Southern heritage, history, or just Southern things. We have a wide variety of topics. But tonight was a bit more of the entertainment. Everybody say bye to Audrey. And without further ado, I will see y'all Monday.
See you guys Wednesday.
Good night, everybody. And remember to stay Southern, my friends. Good night.